now, what's that sound? Everyone quickly hit the ground and then run. Keep your head down until you found a safe place to huddle. Hey now, hear that sound? Hold your head up slowly and look around. Count all the survivors that can be found and take care of each other. Hey now, there's that sound. Maybe it's time to head underground for a while, as the fired rounds pound the ground, shot by those elected who have defected to the other side. Hey now, make a sound. Let everyone know you're still around and willing to pick up the pieces that are left and rebuild our nation for everyone's benefit. Just not those with huge riches and wealth who just sold everyone else out. That we've got to remember. Hey now, what's that sound? Everyone quickly hit the ground running. Keep your head down until you found a safe place to huddle and plan for action and reaction to the sound all around of what's going down. We need one more chance to get it right, and we promise to do it better. Our approach of living together with one another. We need one more chance to see the light. We promise to see it better. The approach we take toward one another, like sisters and brothers. We need one more chance to join the flight, and we promise to hear it better. Approach of the evil coming our way and already here. We need one more chance to join the fight, and we promise to think it out better. The approach that we take to our different views, and look for fewer lies and more truth in the news of our collective futures. Just one more chance, and we promise to do it better, so much better. Live to the letter, the approach we take using our humanity, and not be so needy and not so greedy to help one another. We need one more chance to get it right and do much better. What's that smell lingering here in the air? What fresh hell is this and all this despair? It's just too damn musky for me. The air is cloudy, disgusting, musky and rancid. We took way too much for granted. I took too much for granted. How did this all come to be? We made heroes of those who shouldn't be. It's just too damn musky for me. Our values are simply all upside down, and we took way too much for granted. We took way too long to see the damage headed our way. And maybe now it's already here, all of our worst fears. It's just too damn musky for me. The smell of something rotten shouldn't be so easily forgotten. So how did that happen? We revile the poor and cheer on the rich, hoping to join them and avoid the ditch of poverty. But it's just too damn musky for me. We refuse to see our Christian hypocrisy. We took way too much for granted. You took too much for granted. We all did. They're skimming off the top so those in the middle can fund our shared lives, which they belittle. And it's just too damn musky for me. All the hatred and greed I can't help but see. It's all me, my and I, and more for me and none for thee. We took way too much for granted. We took way too long to see the damage coming our way. And now they are already here, all of our worst fears. And it's too damn musky for me. The smell of something rotten shouldn't be so easily forgotten. But we've forgotten, totally forgotten. How did we let this happen? And who's behind it? And can we end it? And get back to what we once aspired to be? It's just now too damn musky for me. The warning signs were all so clear, but too many refuse to see or hear. Will they ever add up the price that they paid? Will they ever uncover that they've been played? Why could they all not see what another round might bring to you and me? Will they ever bring back to life the plans they once laid? Will they ever discover that they've been played? You wear your red hats with such pride. It shows the hatred representing so well your side. Will you ever see the mistakes that you have made? Will you ever uncover that you've been played? You wanted to really hurt the other, but it's now turned back on you and yours. Will you ever be able to settle those nerves that are now frayed? Will you ever discover that you've been played? Some will stick to their guns and continue to yelp, while others are now on the run, looking for help. How could half of our country be so swayed? Will we ever uncover that we've been played? Don't you dare ask for forgiveness for yourself, 'cause your words are meaningless without reflective action. As our hopes and dreams became so quickly faded, will we ever discover that we've been played? Will we ever learn to not get played? Now the folks who did this to us have it made in the shade. Now that our livelihoods they have raided, and our futures are all degraded, will we ever learn to not get played?
Too many roads lately seem to lead to hell. Whatever road you find yourself traveling on here to there, you likely see others on the move, needing a prayer and a helping hand or two to help them along their way. And that's who you should be, their helper. Too many roads lately seem to lead to hell. If you spend too much time reading the news, you might easily become confused that our so-called Christian nation has been abused by those in the lead, satisfying their greed. Too many roads lately seem to lead to hell, and those racing fastest are the easiest to tell, for they brush past anyone struggling on their way, looking for a better life than the one where you would force them to stay. The prosperity gospel that way too many embrace, for they strive for their riches instead of seeking grace. Getting through that eye of the needle is none of their concern, nor getting burned. Too many roads lately seem to lead to hell. The guidance you've been given for most of your life is to do much better, helping those in strife. Feed and clothe the poor, that's what your book said. But instead, many would be so happy to just see them dead. Too many roads lately seem to lead straight to hell. Yes, too many roads here They brush past anyone struggling along their way, looking for a better life than the one where you would force them to stay, to die. Too damn many roads lead straight to hell. With cloudy skies bring some desperately needed rain. And will the rain be enough to douse these fires that are burning? Or will all be consumed, bring us much pain? And will we ever start learning faster the same damn lessons that we seem unable to master? Will the cloudy skies pour rain down on us and then part, bringing sunnier skies and cooling breezes? It's not that we deserve another set of chances, but we are caught, held in some trances that blinds us to what we know is right. Later, we can all search for all of the answers as to how all these damn fires all got their start, and who held the matches that fired the flames that burned so brightly. But what will we do about it if we ever come past her and apply the same damn lessons that we seem unable to master? Pray that the cloudy skies pour down and then part, bringing sunnier skies and cooling breezes. It's not that we deserve another set of chances, but we are caught, held in some trances that blinds us to what we know is right. Is there ever going to be hope for us when we put our faith in whom we should not trust? When too many follow the leaders who always direct us down the wrong path, that always seems to lead us into some disaster? Can we ever learn the lessons that we seem unable to master? Will the cloudy skies pour down and then part, bringing sunnier skies and cooling breezes? It's not that we deserve any more chances. Some are caught, held in somebody's trances that blinds them to what they should know is right. What will we see when the smoke and rain clear? The damage is not yet done. Yes, it's only just begun. And to those who chose this, when you finally see it amiss, you'll find your future's fate
and now it's too damn late to reverse course quickly. This result was predicted, yet you still picked it, despite the educated warning from those who are actually in know. But you couldn't stop your hatred, and now you've set your fate to the millstone around our necks. The damage has only begun. Yes, it's even close to being done. It seems that all he touches does not turn to gold, except for himself. Yes, it's all about him, nobody else. Oh. This result was predicted, yet you still picked him. Despite the educated warning from those who are actually in know. But you couldn't stop your hatred, and now you've set your fate to the millstone that might drown us all. Yes, this result was predicted, and yet you still picked him, despite the warnings from those who really know that you ignored at our great peril. But you fed your hatred on his lies, and now you'll act surprised. That millstone is going to drown us all. It's going to drown us one and all.
As the damages mount up and it finally gets to you, so many are wondering now what we should do. But the first step in addressing any problem is to step back and assess the truth. And it's clear to me that it's his dishonesty. You want to hold on to your beliefs, for they are strong within your heart. But that's why we are all now here in trouble, as too many live in some bubble where they ate up all the lies and took to heart the dishonesty. Now that you too will suffer from what you got to choose, and you don't care about yourself as you see others you want to lose get hurt for some reason that has got to do with
buying hook, line, and sinker all his dishonesty. Soon you'll look to blame some others for the results you have brought upon us, including maybe yourself. But you'll stay in your denial and never face the facts. Then you'd have to acknowledge your culpability and your bigly dishonesty. Someday we all see your and his dishonesty. Someday we all see your and his dishonesty.
It's the king of clowns, just doing this thing, saying things that make no sense. He's the king of clowns, overreaching, swinging for the fence. To otherwise suggest, simply suggests that you must be one of his many joking court jesters and are not worthy of being taken very seriously. He's the king of clowns, destroying everything he touches. It's the king of clowns with too many in his evil clutches. To otherwise suggest, simply suggests that you must be one of his mad court jesters and are not very worthy of being taken seriously. It's the king of clowns who stole national secrets. He's the king of clowns and all of the leeches. To otherwise suggest, simply suggests that you must be one of his damn court jesters that can't ever be taken seriously. He's the king of clowns who tried to steal an election. He's the king of clowns over the people's objection. To otherwise suggest, simply suggests that you must be one of his lying court jesters that can't ever be taken seriously. When your sources are all liars who have paid for their lack of truth, which you don't seem to want to see, because you can fool yourself, but you can't fool me. repeat their lies endlessly, and even their contradictions. Why does it have to be that you will continue to fool yourself, but you won't fool me? They crush the truth for all they're worth. They'll go so far to burn the earth, yet you're still in denial. It's plain to see you continue to fool yourself, but you can't fool me. You're just a pawn in their board game, a foot soldier in the war, on truth to inflict some pain. What has come about is on you and not on me, but we'll both suffer, as you'll still fool yourself, but you won't fool me. Here's looking at you over there at the pack of red Kennedy, where we should place the blame, who you helped them to fool yourself, but you can't fool me. They crush the truth for all they're worth. They'll go so far to burn the earth, yet you're still in denial. It's plain to see you continue to fool yourself, but you can't fool me. You're just a pawn in their board game, a foot soldier in the war, on truth to inflict some pain. What has come about is on you and not on me, but we'll both suffer, as you'll still fool yourself, but you can't fool me. Here's looking at you over there at the pack of red Kennedy, where we should place the blame, who you helped them to fool yourself, but you can't fool. Why tread lightly when there's so much at stake? Why not stomp your feet loudly and make a whole lot of noise, and try to awaken those who are soundly asleep, for the building is on fire and there's little time to wait? Why tread lightly when they call you names they don't even understand? If their push comes to shove, so be it. You can't be their flunky and let them do their damage as intended, and then look in a mirror. Why tread lightly when you know that the ice below your feet is more than thick enough to carry you wherever you need to go? For how can you just stand back and let the bad times roll over those who cannot get out of the way in time? Why tread lightly
that do? Why not yell from the rooftops and the mountaintops too, and call out the evil that's befallen we need you? It's a call to action that all others need to hear. Why not stomp your feet loudly, make a whole lot of noise, and try to awaken those who are asleep at the wheel? And riding in the back, there's little time to wait and react. Make some noise.
Thanks to Citizens United and those who bought the Supreme Court, money has flooded our politics and our news media. And so, bribery is now free speech. Ain't that just so special for those who can't afford it? Justice is now for sale, so the scales of justice are stacked, because bribery is now free speech. All the big money people have paid their dues, and so now they own the government and those who bring us the news, who won't say it out loud that bribery is now free speech. Who could have seen it coming? It's been over 60 years since the end of school segregation, driving the white man's fears. So they went about ensuring that bribery is now free speech. Your ability to comment or take exception has been reserved for the rich, because bribery is now free speech. What the hell comes next? Your ability to comment or take exception has been reserved for the rich, because bribery is now free speech. What the hell comes next?